It's happening. It's happening, fellas. It's doing its thing. It's it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of been rumored slash kind of semi confirmed, but uh yesterday evening we finally got confirmation. MetaZoo is coming to Walmart early 2022. I believe they said anywhere between January and February, right on time for second edition. What this means in the overall market, though, um, I can expect a lot, a lot of hype once it releases in Walmart. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, if you think about it, like what do we have in WalMarts? We have Pokemon, we have Magic the Gathering, we have Yu-Gi-Oh, and then of course we got all the sports cards, right? And now MetaZoo joins that rank. Now, if it was a quote unquote scalper heaven before, right? Now that it will be in Walmart, I guarantee you people are going to be fighting and causing all sorts of issues, probably like they did with the initial Pokemon rush. However, I mean, things have calmed down from the collectible standpoint, like from the collectible world. It's not like how it used to be. Yes, they still have issues with manufacturing and delays and all that stuff, and according to Mike, these cards that will be showing up at Walmart, I'm going to assume that they'll probably be blisters, but also he did mention there will be exclusive product for them. Whether that means special tins, and honestly, like if they have tins, I mean that's kind of cool. I mean you're basically going the route of or the route of Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh and all these other big big TCGs, right? So that's kind of cool, man. You know, you get tins, maybe you get a little premium collection going on with a coin, and I mean, you know, like I said, man, those coins are kind of valuable. Now, given the fact that, I mean, how many WalMarts are there in the U.S.? Probably like 6, 7, 8,000 of them. I could be totally wrong, but essentially, there's a Walmart on every other corner of where people live, essentially, right? You can find them dime a dozen, which means their production will ramp up. Absolutely, 100% will absolutely ramp up. Now, what we have yet to see, though, is maybe they're not going to be selling first edition product in stores. Maybe they will only be selling the second edition of products and leaving the first edition, you know, booster boxes, blisters, and all that to, what do you call it, to LGSs. Maybe that's one of their goals. You know, we don't know. They may sell first edition product in Walmarts. However, the problem with that is if local game stores already have such a difficult time with allocation, and this is, I mean, going into a big box retailer, you're talking about, I mean, it's your print runs have to be huge, right? If we look at games like Flesh and Blood, right? I mean, Monarch releasing and Tales of Aria releasing recently, they've kind of they're just not growing financially, right? Financially, it's not growing, but the game as a whole is growing, and that's a great thing, right? So my thing is, how are we, or how much print run will there be if they do decide to do a first edition print run? I guarantee you the days of 25K to like, or even Nightfall 50,000 print run for each product is long gone. I mean, you're going to have to up the print run tremendously in order to, I mean, one, get the product into most people's hands, and two, just, I mean, it's just difficult to navigate in my small little brain. Obviously, you want that, you want to have value in the collectible. If there is no value, then a lot of the times those type of games fail, right? And not only is MetaZoo thriving because of its value, but also because, I mean, it's neat. It's fun. It's like it's basically, to me, it's like the big Pokemon rush in what was it, early 2000. I mean, I remember when I was a kid and I would go to Walmart and I would get a pack of cards every single time that I went by there with my parents. And I can see MetaZoo doing the same thing. Kids will start seeing the packaging. They're going to say, hey, I want to buy this pack. Their parents are like, oh, okay, it's only $5. Go ahead, throw it in the cart. And then that's how it starts. But, you know, I'm really curious to see how they're going to do it. Granted, you know, we really think about it, like this whole Pokemon and sports cards and all of that got amplified by, you know, COVID. So I don't see this. Like I don't see this happening again where everybody's rushing to the store to get all this product and trying to flip it and all that stuff. Long term, that's not going to be the case. Long term, you're going to see tons of blister packs in stock, tons of maybe tins or tons of little premium collection stuff in stock like they used to be before everything happened in 2020. But I don't know, man. Like it's kind of cool. Like it's really interesting. I mean, I think this announcement alone will push Cryptid Nation and Nightfall first editions way higher. I mean, it may not be immediate. It may take a few months. It may not even happen until it officially launches in Walmart early next year. And then I probably by the end of next year, we're going to see price increases on, like I said, first edition Cryptid Nation and first edition Nightfall, simply because at that point, they have to ramp up production. It's not a bad thing, but it does destroy some of the collectability of it. Not really. I shouldn't say it destroys the collectability of it. It basically it just makes more product. Therefore, there may be less demand for it. Therefore, the market balances out, which is not a bad thing. But I hope that they keep putting little secret rares here and there, kind of like Old Scratch or like Red Ink. Hopefully they keep putting stuff in there, even in the Walmart product, something that's extremely rare. That way it makes, like if you were to pull that, like it's just wow, right? Now I think it's great for second edition. Personally, I feel like second edition would be perfect for Walmart and Target. Not only does it help solve the issue of scalpers going up in there and trying to buy it all at once to try and make a quick profit. But it keeps everybody safe. Not everybody's going to be in there trying to bum rush one another to get the product, and at the same time, it keeps the value of first edition higher. Now, the good thing is if they were to do something like that where first edition may be reserved specifically for their retail partners, like let's say Golden Distribution or like, Game Castle or whatever, right? Like let's say the only way you can get first edition product is from a local game store. And that would not only help the local game store promote the game and help, essentially saying, hey, thank you for supporting the product first. But it will keep the value of the first edition intact in a way. They may only do, let's say, 100,000 print run on first edition, but then second edition, let's say, I don't know, they do like 600,000 per product. And now that they're going to be basically all over the nation in Walmarts, that would make sense for second edition, right? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm very excited though. I'm not going to lie. I'm very excited because I have seen, I've seen kids talking about it already, like my brother's school, like he's told me they've seen kids talking about it and wanting some, and so I think it's really good for the game and for the brand, and the way they've been doing it is just like they're definitely taking advantage of the hype, and that's good, right? Because right when you think, oh, there's not going to be an announcement, they're keeping it fresh. They keep adding more product. They keep announcing new deals, new business ventures. Like every month, every like there's always something that MetaZoo has, whether it be a new product, news, NFTs, whatever. There's always something to talk about, and that's good. You want to keep that momentum going, but really interesting to see what the market is going to do next year when this officially launches in Walmarts. Obviously, my guess, as anybody else's guess should be, is first edition product quite literally to the moon if it is in fact popular, right? Like let's say this actually launches at Walmart and then it just starts selling out left and right. People are getting their hands on it. They're liking the product, and then this gets more fans into it. This creates more people playing the game. Things like that, that's going to add tremendous value to the first edition product, the first edition Cryptid Nation, Nightfall, and heck, maybe even Wilderness, although from the sounds of it, Wilderness will be coming out after they release at Walmart. But, we also got to keep in mind, though, right? Like if we compare MetaZoo to Pokemon, and I know we shouldn't compare one company to another because they're doing things completely differently than Pokemon. However, their IP is very similar in the way that they can do so many things with their intellectual property. So, Pokemon, it's like some ridiculously low number of people who buy Pokemon buy it are actual players of the game, competitively or, non-competitively. Very, very few people who actually buy Pokemon do so with the intent of playing the game. right? The majority, and I might be misquoting this, but I could have sworn it's over 90 or 95% of people who actually buy Pokemon cards, they do so just to collect them because they like collecting, the whatever the new Pokemons that come out in Generation 7, 8, 9, whatever it may be. They just like collecting the cards. They enjoy the cards. They enjoy the super rares, secret rares, rainbow rares, all that stuff. They just enjoy collecting the product, and they like opening the product. They just have fun with the product, right? And that's literally the route that MetaZoo may be going in, right? Where the majority of people collect the product, while a small handful of players actually, or a small handful of people actually play the game. They're players, right? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. I'm very excited. Very, very excited to see how this plays out. I'm at this point, I'm just super excited for second edition as well. And I believe that's the product that they're going to start basically giving Walmart is second edition MetaZoo. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. I am very excited for the financial aspect of first edition product. I can't even imagine what it's going to do to Kickstarter product. What's that old saying? A rising tide lifts all boats, or whatever it is. I don't know, but very cool. Figured I'd make a real quick video on my thoughts regarding this and what implications it may have. I feel at this point MetaZoo is growing tremendously and very, very quickly. And, whether this will be detrimental to local game stores or not, because, if they end up giving Walmart, more first edition product than the local game stores, then I can definitely see a lot of game stores retaliate. Maybe not retaliating, but essentially not liking the way that they're doing business, considering that they're the ones that stocked it first. We'll see how this goes. Whether there'll be controversy or not is yet to be seen. I do know that they're also working on plushies, and from the sounds of it, it may also be with Walmart. So, I don't know. Very cool stuff. Very cool. In other news, Chapter 3 hasn't released yet on Amazon. We were told it'll be here this week, so we still got a few days left, so hopefully it launches soon. I am itching to get myself a few copies so that I can send off to grading at CGC. Sadly, it qualifies as a magazine instead of a comic book, which means the magazine tier actually has a longer delay, a longer wait time. So I won't be seeing my chapter 1s and my chapter 2s coming back until probably early next year at the earliest. So who knows? It might just come back right when this Walmart thing launches with MetaZoo. So cool. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to unbox for you guys. Definitely looking forward to that. And so, yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, what you think this will mean for MetaZoo as a whole, as a company. I know for a fact, I say that, right? But I have an inkling that once this launches in Walmart, the sky's the limit even further. Once you have a major box retailer, you selling product at a major box retailer, a lot of other deals seem to make way, seem to come towards you. I believe the anime that they're trying to make apparently will likely be on Netflix within the next couple of years. I believe it was 2023 is what they're initially planning on. This is crazy, and I'm about it. I'm here for the ride. I enjoy it. I really do. I just completed my Nightfall set. Complete set. I'm not going to call it a master set, since I know there's a lot of debate on what consists and what makes a master set, but essentially I got it complete, all non-hollow, reverse, and hollows. I got them all completed. So now I'm just collecting some of the promos that I need to finish out my Nightfall binder, and that's it. So on to second edition Cryptid Nation. And so keep tuned if you enjoy box breaks and you enjoy kind of hunting for cards for, just completing a binder of said set. Consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy videos like this, more of the informative type, click that like button. It'll let me know that this is the type of content you guys want to see. Maybe you guys prefer this content over box breaks. Maybe you like both. Just let me know. Anyways, thanks again, y'all. I will see y'all in the next one.